to say it's crazy town. That price is crazy town on that cart.
It is. I agree. Now, we mentioned in conjunction with the apron, these beautiful gloves. So these are going to protect your arms and your hands while gardening. They're called the rose pruning garden gloves, but of course you're going to use them for every type of gardening, not just for your roses. Your QVC price here is $32, and they do have colors that match back to your apron. However, there's no more pink remaining. So we do have your red option, your aqua, and your blue. And then I think, Brian, is that correct that the pink is sold out? Okay, so pink is now sold out, but the other three will match back. And if you've got pink, you've got the pink apron, you can still get a different color gloves.
Absolutely. Okay, so you guys, I had so many requests as a gardening host for rose gloves. There's a lot of brands that sell little short gloves. Those are great. But rose gloves typically are leather, and you can't move your fingers around in them, and so, you know, they protect your arms, but it's like you feel like a robot, like you can't hold on to your plants or feel anything. So I made sure that you could really move your fingers around in these. This fabric here that is like an imitation leather, it's really heavy, will protect from thorns. And then you also have a padded area across your knuckles and all the way down your arm, almost to your elbow, you can see there, that is also protective. This is for not only roses, but there's a lot of other plants that, you know, like hawthorns and blackberries that have thorns. Also, there's a lot of plants that irritate your skin, whether it's a poison ivy or a poison oak, or sometimes they just have those little, you know, little pointy things that get stuck in your skin that is so irritating.
Yes, yes.
And this protects you from all of that, because sometimes you inadvertently reach across some poison ivy that you didn't even notice, and then 2 days later it's like, how did I get this on my arm?
All covered all over your arm.
Right.
Yes.
So they're about 14 and a half long by about 5.7 or 5.5 across.
Okay.
These are one size fits most. If you have really teeny tiny hands, these might be a little bit big on you, but we're finding that most of the customer reviews, people that wear size medium or large gloves, really like these.
Okay, perfect.
And it's nice, again, it's okay if you have a little bit of extra room in the fingers, because they do move nicely and you don't feel like
and you have the wonderful grip on the ends and also on the palms. So I do feel like, you know, even if you have a little bit of space, you're still going to get the grippiness to be able to move and maneuver very easily.
Yeah.
This is so smart that there's padding along the knuckles.
Yes, and I use these for all kinds of gardening, even if it's not something with thorns. Like I said, it's protective in many ways. So these could become your everyday garden gloves, and you'll appreciate the fact that you don't get all the dirt and stuff on, you know, if you're wearing a wristwatch or bracelets or whatever, you don't get it all cruddy. And I just think they're really terrific. And they match the aprons.
And I just heard that we have found something like a dozen left in the pink.
Oh,
so
okay.
if you did pick up
Grab
the pink
those.
apron, we have like 12 to go around. So call that number right away if you're loving that pink, because otherwise it's going to be gone. 800-500-7590. I also would not wait on the aqua.
Okay.
Today has been an aqua day. Only 300 remaining on the aqua.
So I was just at my mom's a couple weeks ago, and I was helping her pull some of those invasive vines. There's kudzu, or that like wild morning glory, that just kind of takes over your shrubs.
Yep.
So I was in the shrubs pulling them out, and I thought, oh man, I wish I had my gloves, because I was reaching way into a holly shrub, and I thought, is there a spider in there or prickly things?
Oh,
and
I hate spiders,
you know,
so much.
I just think these are just like a must-have if you're doing any kind of grabbing stuff. You can't really see where your hand is going, and certainly if you are doing something with roses or barberries or blackberries, anything that has thorns on it.
Yeah, and right now you and I both are wearing long sleeves, but oftentimes in the summer or the spring, we'll have short sleeves on and be gardening. So having that extra length that comes up, you know, almost to, you know, here's my elbow right here. So it comes up very, very far. So you get great coverage. And then this is padded as well. So anything, if you are weed whacking or trimming hedges, anything that you just have those prickly branches, you're going to be protected.
Now, as you're showing that, I will point out there is some adjustability here around your arm. So you know, it's one size fits most in the hand portion, but you can adjust this for tightness around your arm with a Velcro tab.
Great.
And again, this is all padded. This is padded here, the top, and then on the bottom, you've got all this protective area where you won't get pierced by thorns. and when you're grabbing onto something or a sharp branch or something.
And that is the sign of someone who is a gardener themselves, designing products for us.
Yep.
Because so often you're like, does this person ever go into the garden? They don't know what we need. Carolyn knows what you need. Let me give you a little update on colors.
Okay.
In the red option that I'm wearing, 200 now remain. That is it. In the aqua, Carolyn, that you are wearing, most popular, 275 remain.
Okay.
In the blue, about 350 remain in the blue, and pink, 6 now.
Oh
6
gosh,
remain.
grab those pinks.
So use that phone number. That's your QVC2 dedicated line, 800-500-7590. $32, a great investment. $8
Awesome.
for your easy pay.